How is it going, guys? And I've got a quick video today. I know I always say it's going to be quick. It's just about these fabulous little speakers, the Monitor Audio bronze ones. I thought I'd record somewhere slightly different today without a big black TV screen behind me. So let's see how we get on. I've been using these now for a few months. Kind of got really used to them and really starting to enjoy them now they're opening up and now they've kind of been run in. They are the bronze ones. They are the lowest in the Monitor Audio bronze series. The bronze series, other than the Monitor series, is the lowest in the Monitor Audio series. So it's kind of second from the bottom, but in the lowest of the range. You're talking kind of £230, you know, up to $270 for kind of a pair of these speakers. We've got a 5.5-inch bass driver and a Monitor Audio Gold. It's called a cram tweeter. It sits behind, if you can see, kind of a metal grill. And this Monitor Audio Say kind of concentrates on detail and also kind of that warmth. So it's quite a warm tweeter. I wouldn't say the speakers generally are like hugely warm themselves. There's a lot of detail in them, a nice bass response, which is surprising for such a small cabinet. You know, you're talking, you know, that's my hand. I've got fairly big hands. You know, talking kind of 20 centimeters, maybe just over 20 centimeters in height. Depth isn't too big either. You know, maybe 15, and you know, this nice rear port at the back. That's what saves space, because the bronze 2s have a front port, so they're kind of a bit taller. But this rear port is stifled, so it's kind of got this kind of almost like folded effect to it, like a creasing. A Monitor Audio, I reckon that helps. Well, I'll tell you exactly what they call it. It's called a HiFi port technology, and directly from Monitor Audio, they say its rifle design helps accelerate airflow and reduce turbulence. The HiFi 2's technology has an ability to move air in and out much more quickly than a conventional port, and the result is fast, powerful bass coupled with super transient response. So looking for kind of timing in the speakers, kind of the musicality of the speakers, how dynamic they are, but that stifled port helps disperse airflow, so arguably you could probably put it closer to the wall. So if you are looking at sitting on a bookshelf and you only want it, you know, right up against the wall, without obviously pressing them to the back of the wall, you can probably get them a lot closer than you would with conventional speakers. So if you are bookshelfing, using them as monitor speakers, or using the rear bracket, the keyhole bracket on the back, to mount them on the wall, it's not going to be such an issue with that kind of baffling booming effect from the rear of the cabinets, because obviously they are ported and not sealed cabinets. Otherwise, I'm being really impressed with using them also in a 5.1, both as rear speakers and as front speakers. They are fantastic. There's loads of detail, and I mean, although they're only going to get minimal kind of volume as rear speakers, they were fantastic. Really surprising. And one of my friends, actually, my close friends, used them as front speakers in a fairly impressive Arcam 5.1 for a few weeks, and he said they're surprisingly good, dynamic, a lot of power from such a small cabinet. It could be due to that kind of rigid MDF. I think it's about 18 millimeters thick, so almost 2 centimeters thick of the MDF. So it's quite a thick cabinet, and yeah, the rubber in here as well is quite thick as well. So you do get a lot of detail, but also you can get a lot of power out of it as well. And if you don't like the raw speaker finish, you can use the magnetic grills that come with it. Just gives you a nice black front. They do make them in white speakers and also in walnut. However, the grill is always black, and that is magnetic. On the back, you cannot buy wire. However, you've got banana, obviously the conventional banana ports. If I can pull these out. Sorry, no fingernails. And you can also screw bare wire cable directly into the back. But other than that, yeah, fantastic speakers for the money. For £230, they're kind of competing with the monitor audio, sorry, the Cambridge Audio, like SX50s or Minx series, and they're much better than those in my opinion. I also compete with kind of Q Acoustics, the kind of entry level 3020i's. What else is around that kind of price? Wharfdale Diamond 220s. What else knocks around that price? Darley Spectres, the Spectre 2s, and these are much better in my opinion, and value for money. These are the 5th generation monitor audios, and if you've kept an eye on What HiFi, recently Monitor Audio have announced a Series 6, so they will soon be getting replaced. And like I said, being in that bronze range, you'll likely see them being replaced with the new Monitor Audio series bronze, which they're going to flick everything to calling it the 50, which are like the half-sized speakers, the bookshelf speakers, and they have the larger bookshelves, which are the bronze 2s now, which will soon become the bronze 100s. And quite cool, Monitor Audio have also announced that they will release a Dolby Atmos speaker this year as well, which will be quite cool in that bronze series. So kind of like a budget end Dolby Atmos speaker, which will be really quite cool. I think it's something to behold. But yeah, as a generation, I mean, they still share that. Their bigger brothers are effectively the bronze 2s, which are multiple What HiFi award winners, 5-star speakers. I think they also finished in What HiFi's best monitor audio speakers of the decade or something like that. It was quite cool. Yeah, they'd share a lot of characteristics of those, of that slightly smaller size cabinet, slightly smaller bass driver. I think this is a 5.5 inch. I think the biggest speakers, the bronze 2s, are either 6 or 6.5. Forgive me if I'm wrong with that. And the bronze 2s, which are the larger ones, are front ported, so you could probably mount them even closer to the wall. But they have got they've got a few centimeters more on the cabinet size. And I do actually have a video of those coming soon as well, so hold out for that. But other than that, guys, it's kind of a quick video. And like I said, I promised you the other day I would do the cable video regarding kind of improvements I noticed when I swapped the power cables, USB cables, an XLR, HDMI, and also some phono cables out. So a video is coming of that. I think that's kind of all the points I've covered. I'll just have a little flick. Oh yeah, sorry, some stats regarding the speakers. Sensitivity in decibels of 88, so it's pretty impressive for a small cabinet. Impedance 8 ohms, and the max power handling is kind of 70 watts. I wouldn't take too much notice of max power handling, as obviously brands kind of it's a rough guideline. I mean, a lot of AV amplifiers will learn the resistance and learn the power handling of the speakers. And also you can use, my speakers upstairs are 250 watts, but I use an amplifier that can go up to 300 watts a channel, so it doesn't make too much difference. As long as you're not kind of taking it to the max, you should be fine. But yeah, cheers guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's a brief video on the speakers. But yeah, we've got another couple coming soon. Trying to smash them out really quickly now. So if you do want to, it would be great if you could like and subscribe and kind of keep up to date. But yeah, there's some really cool ones coming out, and this was just a quick little speaker review. But other than that, guys, have a great start to the new year. I know January is almost finished. Well, January is finished now. It's February. But yeah, I hope everything's well, and have a good one, guys. Cheers.